Hi guys, so I don't really know why I'm filming this video. I just felt like filming it, so I am. I apologize for the crappy quality. I don't have a camera. I'm just filming on my iPhone. I think I've said that before in my other videos. I'm not like a YouTuber and trying to go spend money. I just sometimes like to get on camera and talk. So here I am. So I wanted to say a little bit about me. I know that some people do like 50 facts about me or something like a Q&A, but I don't have enough people on my Instagram or my Twitter to do a Q&A, and I don't really want to do 50 facts about me. I just want to do it the way I want to do it. So, hello. My name is Sabrina. I am 28 years old. I have a son who is 6 and a husband named Jared. We are originally from Florida, a little place called Niceville, and it's right outside of Destin, Florida, and Panama City Beach, Florida. We now live in North Scottsdale, Phoenix area, Arizona, and we love it out here. Me and my husband have been together like 5 years, been married been together almost 6 years, been married like 2. And I am obsessed with elephants. I absolutely love elephants. And I wanted to kind of tell the reason why I love elephants so much. I did not really have a preferred animal. Like growing up, there were certain animals that I loved, but I never really had one that stuck. And then I met my husband, and we met in 2012, and we met through a colleague of mine, and we weren't like, it wasn't like a setup, nothing like that. It was just, he was hanging out with a colleague, and that colleague happened to be like leaving work at the same time as me, and I saw Jared, and I was like, oh, he's kind of cute. He's a little cute. And I talked to my colleague, and I was like, who is your friend? Like, who is that? You know, and he told me about him, and I got his name, found him on Facebook, and sent him a message and was like, hey, you know, you seem like a cool guy. If you ever want to hang out, here's my number. Yes, I was that girl. I slid into his DMs. But yeah, I was like, I'm the type of girl, if I know I want something, I go for it. Like, plain and simple. Like, there is no time to wait for things to happen. If you want it, you got to make it happen. And so I did, and he hit me up back, and he was like, yeah, sure, we can hang out sometime. So we hung out a little bit, and at the time, my son was 6 months old, and I was not looking for a full-on relationship with anybody. I had just gotten out of a relationship with my son's father, and I just was not, I was over men. I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to make new friends. My friend group that I had some wonderful friends. I still have friends out of that group, but some of them were my ex's friends, like not my son's father, but a different ex. Some of them were his friends, and some of them were just people I just wasn't getting along with. So I was trying to get out there and get new friends. So that is originally all I wanted out of meeting Jared, was just a friend. Yes, I thought he was cute, but he also had a very cool personality, and I was like, hey, let me get to know him. So we started like hanging out as friends, and then it got a little bit more into going on dates and everything. I didn't introduce him to my son. I wasn't trying to be a part of that. Like I didn't want to be bringing people in and out of my son's life, whether it be friends or not, until I knew that they were there for the long haul. Like, I don't care if you're a friend, I don't care if it's serious relationship that I'm trying to go for, until I know for sure that you are true to what you say, I'm not just going to bring you in my son's life. So anyway, so a couple months go by and I finally introduce him to my son, because at that point it was kind of like I had to, because he wanted to take me out and I didn't have a babysitter, so I had to take my son with us, which my son was like 7 months old at the time, so it wasn't a big deal. We were just going to dinner, and so I introduced him, you know, to my son. He already knew my mom and dad at the time. They had already met him on one occasion when he came to pick me up to go out, hang out. So that was probably about 3 months into our relationship. And then there was a point where I was hanging out with one of my girlfriends, and she stole my phone and was like, when are you gonna ask Sabrina to be your girl? Like, you've been hanging out with her every day, she's not talking to anybody else, y'all are getting serious, going on dates all the time, you've met her son, blah blah blah. And he blew up at me. He's like, why? He's like, I don't want a girlfriend. And I had been saying the whole time that I didn't want a boyfriend, like, at all. I didn't want any relationship at all. Like, we can go have fun, we can go out on dates, we can enjoy each other's company, but I didn't want anything serious. And neither did he. But so he blew up at me about that, and it kind of just went from there. I think it kind of put a bug into his ear about it, and then after he calmed down and everything, he was like, all right. And he asked me to officially be his girlfriend on November 7th, 2012, so 11/07. And the reason that sticks with me so much, and I don't think he planned it, but it was so perfect. My parents' address, the street I'm not gonna name, but the actual like numbers of the address was 11/07. And so it was just like, and he asked me there at my parents' house, so it was like so perfect, and it was so cute, and I loved it. So that is our anniversary. That will always be our anniversary. That was the same day we got married too. We made sure it was on 11/07. I am the type of person that I cannot remember dates at all. Like, any birthdays or anything that are like for important people are in my phone. And if it's not, then I will not remember your birthday. And sorry, I don't say happy birthday on Facebook to you or anything. I just don't remember it, and I turn those notifications off because they're stupid. But yeah, so I told him when we went to go get married that I wanted that specific day, and he was cool with that. But fast forward a little bit to a few months of us dating as boyfriend and girlfriend. So we had been together probably, so math, not my strong subject. But we had been together probably 6 or 7 months by this point. And we both kind of knew at the time, at this particular time, that we really, really cared for each other and that we loved each other. Like, after you've been with somebody for a while, you just know. And I wanted to tell him, but I was so afraid of rejection, and I just chickened out one night, and he was like, it's okay, you don't have to say anything, like, I get it. And he's like, just tell me when you're ready. And at that point, I knew he was the one, because of how caring he was and understanding he was about it. He didn't take it as something that was like offensive to him. He knew that I was truly just like, I wanted to say it, but I was scared. He knew that. And so he was just like, you know what, just say it when you're ready, it's okay. So then comes New Year's Eve, 2012-13, and that's when, like like, it was like probably 2 weeks before that I went to say it and I couldn't. So that night comes around, and I kept telling myself, I was like, you're gonna say it to him, the fireworks are gonna go off, you're gonna say it. We made plans with my sister and a couple of her friends to go to Harbor Walk in Destin, and we were gonna watch the fireworks, we were gonna eat some food, maybe have a couple drinks and like do our thing. I got a babysitter for my kid, and we were going out as a couple. And so I was like, yes, this is the time, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna do it, I know it. And here comes midnight, do the countdown. I was like, I'm gonna say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, oh, I love you, and say it as the fireworks are going off, we're gonna kiss, it's gonna be perfect. Well, I chickened out again. The fireworks go, and I go up, and nothing comes out. And so I'm standing there, I'm awkward, and everything about it is awkward. And the fireworks get done, and we start walking away. And I was like, I just need like something. So I go into one of the bars, I get a shot of tequila just to calm my nerves. Because at this point, like, I am like shaking with nerves and so like feeling awkward, feeling bad, like everything. So I like go and get a shot to like calm myself down. And after I take it, I said, hey Jared, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. So I go in there, I'm like talking to myself in the mirror, talking to myself up, like, you got this, girl, like, you know he's gonna say it back, it's fine, everything's good, just say it. What are you scared about? There's nothing to be scared about. And if he doesn't say it back, then so what? Like, you need to say it for you, like, not for anybody else, just get it off your chest. And I'm like talking myself down, like getting myself ready for it, like stop freaking out, and then get myself all wrapped up and like good to go. I'm like, yes, here we go. So I walk outside, and there's like this little bench area, and he's sitting there. So I go and sit down next to him, and we're just like sitting there talking, like everything's good, and like, you know, he's calming me down by just changing the subject of like other things, and I'm just talking to him, and I'm like, oh, tonight was wonderful, and blah, blah, blah. And he just says it, I love you. And at first, it like caught me off guard, because I was like still in my head, like, you can say it, just say it, say it, say it. And he said it, and I was like, what? And he was like, I love you. And so I said it back, and it felt so good to say it. I was so relieved, because I think that was my biggest concern, is that he wasn't going to say it back, but I knew he was, like, I was just being dumb. So then everybody's just like leaving and going home after all of this. So we decide to go home and everything, and I am smiling from ear to ear the whole time, because I'm just so freaking happy, and everything was just how it was supposed to be, and it was perfect. So we go home, and I asked him, I said, do you want to just stay the night with me, since, you know, it is New Year's Eve, and we didn't get home until like 2 a.m. And I was like, do you want to just stay the night with me, so you don't have to drive home with like other drunk people on the road, and, you know, it's already late. I was like, you can just wake up, you know, in a couple hours and go home or something. And he was like, yeah, okay. So he stayed the night, and we wake up the next morning, and I think that was like the either like first or second night that he had stayed the night, so it was still a bit like weird to sleep next to him. So we wake up the next morning, and I'm still like happy as can be, like everything was just perfect, laying on a bed of roses type thing. And he looks over at me, and he mouths the words, elephant juice. And if you watch my mouth when I say it, elephant juice, he said it like that. And I was like, oh, I love you too. And he goes, I didn't say I love you. What? I was like thrown off about it. I was like, oh my God, like now I'm embarrassed. I'm like, did last night actually happen or was I dreaming? Like, what the fuck? And he's like, starts laughing. He just starts laughing. And I was like, what are you laughing about? Like, I'm like almost in tears because I'm like upset now. And he's like, babe, he's like, yes, I love you, but I said elephant juice, which is like olive juice. I guess if you've ever heard somebody say like olive juice, it's like across the room. And he's like, I was just messing with you and I thought it would be cute. And I was like, oh, and then like that just like stuck with us. And that has always been our thing now. I love elephants now because of it. I've done research on elephants like crazy, and I think they are the most wonderful animal. They are so sweet. I would love to go on a safari and see an elephant in person, like touch it, and all of that stuff. I do everything I can to share information about elephants and like their extinction and like, well, not their extinction, but like, you know, people trying to get the ivory. Like, I will not buy ivory. I've never actually, well, I'm not rich, so I don't have that money, but like I'll never do that. And if you come to my house, like everything is elephants. If it's not, I do something that's like gray or like some sort of like elephant theme, like the color, what it looks like, whatever. And I just freaking love elephants because of it. Like, it just made me love elephants, and I'm so glad that something like that did happen, because I don't think I would be aware of how much like stuff that you can do to save elephants and how many sanctuaries there are and all of that, and how much issues that there is about that. And I don't know, I just felt like coming on here and telling that little story. I don't know how many videos I will do, or if I'll do like good ones or bad ones. I would love if you subscribed and commented below of things that I could do videos about. You can follow me on my Instagram or my Twitter. They are at elephantjuice16, aka Elephant Juice and the year I was married. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say or how to do this. I don't want to be all like, follow me, that's the only reason I'm out here, but yes. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. I've got some plans to go meet some friends and have a little pool party tonight and have just a girls' night. And I love girls' night with my girlfriends. They are the best. But yeah, so I will catch y'all later. I post a lot on Instagram. I do post some on Twitter, but Instagram is where I'm most active. So if you want to talk to me on there, feel free to. Like I said, give me some video suggestions of what you'd like to see, and maybe I'll do it. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I am going to have a wonderful day, and I will catch y'all later. Bye!